Fraud isn't just increasing, it's evolving, learning, and moving faster than ever. Luckily, Visa catches fraudulent transactions in under 1 second with Visa Advanced Authorization, or VAA. VAA uses AI and machine learning to analyze hundreds of data points in milliseconds, generating a risk score during the authorization process. Risk scoring happens in real time, running at VisaNet's scale, one of the world's largest payment networks, processing over 329 billion transactions in 2025. This fast, high-volume AI engine powers Visa Protect, a fraud prevention suite that, along with the risk team, stopped over $30 billion in attempted fraud in 2023. This shows how real-time intelligence can protect at global scale without disrupting customers, helping to approve more legitimate transactions and stopping fraud before it is authorized. But fraud detection doesn't happen after the transaction. It happens before it is approved. Because fraud is continuously evolving, speed is now essential. It's no longer just individuals using stolen cards. Today, it's industrial-scale cybercrime. One common tactic is called an enumeration attack, also known as account testing. Here, automated bots run thousands of card numbers through online checkouts. Their goal is simple: find which cards still work. Attackers are also turning to generative AI. They create phishing emails that sound legitimate, generate fake voices, and use facial deepfakes that bypass older security filters. The anonymity of e-commerce means the volume of online fraud rises every day. Card-not-present fraud, like online and in-app purchases, is now 7.5 times higher than fraud at physical stores. Simple rules can't keep up anymore. Traditional logic breaks when malware adapts in real time. That's why Visa uses deep learning. For example, Visa Deep Authorization, or VDA. It's designed specifically for card-not-present, or CNP transactions. Instead of looking at one-time payment in isolation, VDA learns from patterns of behavior over time. These are patterns humans would likely never spot. It also has visibility of transaction history that other solutions don't. But this only works with massive data. Visa sees over 329 billion transactions every year across its global network. That scale allows AI models to learn the difference between safe behavior and fraudulent behavior with extreme precision. Different threats require different tools. To stop bot-driven attacks, Visa uses Visa Account Attack Intelligence, or VAAI. VAAI applies deep learning to detect enumeration attacks in real time, blocking automated testing before real fraud begins. For data security, there's Visa Token Service, or VTS, which replaces real card numbers with unique digital tokens. If a breach happens, stolen data is useless. But as we said, fraud isn't limited to cards. Real-time account-to-account payments are growing fast, as are scams like authorized push payment fraud. For new payment rails, Visa A2A Protect removes data silos and applies real-time AI risk scoring, even on instant payment networks. Same speed, same intelligence, new payment types. However, blocking fraud is only half the problem. The other half is avoiding false positives, when real customers get declined. These are sometimes called customer insults, and they're expensive. About 30% of customers become more likely to leave a bank after a false fraud decline. Visa's AI efforts reduce that risk. On average, Visa solutions improve authorization rates by 4.7%, while still reducing fraud. There's also friendly fraud, or first-party misuse. That's when customers dispute legitimate purchases. With Compelling Evidence 3.0, issuers and merchants can share real-time data like device IDs and IP addresses to prove a transaction was valid and stop invalid chargeback. Fraud keeps getting smarter, but Visa is ahead always. Over the last 5 years, Visa has invested $12 billion in technology and innovation to stay ahead of cyber threats. With Visa Protect, security doesn't come at cost of speed or experience. And as more attackers turn to AI, the Visa network uses it to reinforce security. To learn more about generative AI and the future of fraud prevention, visit visa.com.